Yo, 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 what is up, my peeps? Jermaine Man Cop here. We are back with another awesome stream for you today. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. Let's get it started, shall we? I'm going to be farming some mounts today, so let's start it up. Bring up the stream. We'll bring up the chat. Bring up the game. Hey, Contextual, what up? Evening, Sommer, how's it going? Okay, just gonna do one more little bit of business. Work, eyes, darn it. Anyway, let's go do it. Let us see what we can find. Sure.
100% pure.
Don't worry, Contextual. I've always thought of you as our own special snowflake here. Morning, Theo. It's actually afternoon for me right at the moment. I'm doing decent, apart from my eyes not working. But whoever said that you need eyes to farm mounts?
Loktar, friend. What is it you wish? You have done nothing! I will tear your world apart!
I will slow the Destroyer's attacks when I can.
Yo, Frog, what's up, buddy?
Arcane energy to blast your foes.
I am Deathwing.
We are one step closer to the unseen, transcendent power of the Emerald Dream.
Oh, you're a legend, buddy.
The dragon soul.
There is no shelter.
Nice. I already beat the fight. Why are you casting Elementium Bolt, Deathwing? Darn Deathwing, he just doesn't know when to stay dead. Now, I call upon the power of the Bee-Bear, the blood of the Frog-Toad, and the might of the Loa of Waggle. Give me your mount. I don't think that's the mount. Curses. Let's head to Dalaran. Yeah, I know, Frog. It's crazy, right? I don't know either, Theo.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you. Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
Well, thank you. Like I said, I'll look into it deeper after the stream's over. That's right. Sounds about right to me, too. Back when the impossible was still impossible. Well, yeah, I did go to Ungoro then, didn't I? Man, I had such poor pathing then.
Can I assist you?
That was likely the same stream, Frog, because I don't think I did the same class of Pally twice. Or same race of Paladin twice back then. Chandranai. I'm sorry, I went to get a link. Yeah. Metro, Harry, Siler. I went to get a link that I sent Metro in his Discord. Doc, yep. All of them guys. Speaking of generations, I saw a fun video was posted today about different Pokemon generations and what they would be like in real life. Oh, yeah. Vicky and Zetsu and a couple others. I just met, back then I made mods of whoever had been around for like 10 minutes and had been good because I needed mods because there was 300 people in the channel. Yeah, I see Zetsu stuff pop up all the time. It's more than just ringing the bell contextually. You got to make sure there's like a couple of different settings. Hey, Spencer, it's going good. How's it going for you, buddy? Apart from my eyes not working today. Whew. I like the first one. We're literally members of a renowned crime organization. I'm just gonna go choke him out. Hey, Melody. Classy. You know, I'd believe you, Frog, but at one point you also told me you were going to draw Sylvanas in a nice picture.
My liege, I have done as you asked, and now beseech you for your blessing.
Your sacrifice
Hey, Powsy Docs, how's it going?
to your obedience. Indeed, you are worthy of this charge. Arise and forever be known as Svala Sorrowgrave.
Nice.
Sensation is beyond my imagining. I am yours to command.
Your first test.
I said loot.
Destroy our uninvited guests.
I will be happy to slaughter them in your name. Come, enemies of the Scourge. I will show you the might of the Lich King.
You gotta love spell check.
What mongrels dare intrude here? Look alive, my brothers! A feast for the one that brings me their heads!
I don't know who MCR is. Powsy Docs, I'll tell you. And it's probably not going to be that popular when I do tell you. Curses.
Many lucky doos you like.
I think it's quite accurate.
Good
You gotta understand, Sylvanas, she's been a warrior for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Sorfang is also really old. There's no way he should have stood a chance against her. Like, she should have, two-shot him. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, will you be the leader of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? I didn't know that was My Chemical Romance, nor did I understand that My Chemical Romance was MCR. I only really know that from there was a really good fan video from when the LA Kings won their first Stanley Cup. And since one of the Kings' main colors is black, and since, you know, they have a championship parade when you win the Stanley Cup, somebody made a fan song, a Black Parade, for the Kings. That's the only reason I know that. A stan? What's a stan? She didn't, though, Palsy Docs. Even if she hadn't been quote-unquote overpowered, she should have been two-shotting him. That's what I'm saying. She's been warrior for years. For hundreds and hundreds of years. Saurfang is just a little pup to her. But Saurfang is also old. And I mean really old for an orc. So, he should have had no shot against her. Even Thrall said it. I don't think Saurfang would want revenge. She gave Saurfang what he wanted. All that being said, if you want to talk about how powerful she is, we can talk about how she got really powerful. Because that is an entirely different question. Yeah, he wanted to die. Odin? Yeah, Odin can't really leave his realm. Hey, Hassinator. Thanks for dropping by. I really got to stop learning to press forward while I'm reading comments. I don't remember. It's been too long since I've read the Chronicles, part 1 of the Chronicles. Yeah, I've been saying that for a while, Frog. I think they're talking about Warcraft's Odin. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Energy. Power. My people are addicted to it. A dependence made manifest after the Sunwell was destroyed. Welcome to the future. A pity you're too late to stop it. No one can stop me now. Salama Ashalanore.
And Salama Ashalanore to you too, Kale
Let's
Thoughts.
see how your nerves hold up against the Darkener.
4,
Thaladred.
3, 2, 1.
Prepare yourselves!
Persevered against some of my best advisors, but none can withstand the might of the Bloodhammer. Behold,
4,
Lord
3,
Sanguinar.
2, 1.
Blood for blood.
Capernian will see to it that your stay here is a short
4,
one.
3, 2,
Thus
1.
endure I reign supreme.
You have proven worthy to test your skills against my master
4,
engineer,
3,
Telonicus.
2, 1.
Anarala Belore.
As you see,
I am Horde. This is my main Hastinator. Yeah, all damn legendaries. None of them useful. Yeah, that's a good point, Frog. I still don't know who or what Elune is.
perhaps I underestimated you. It would be unfair to make you fight all 4 advisors at once, but fair
4,
treatment was never shown
3,
to my people.
2,
I'm just returning
1.
the favor.
I really dislike disorient effects.
Alas, sometimes one must take matters into one's own hands.
Actually play both.
I have not come this far to be stopped. The future I have planned will not be jeopardized. Now you will taste true power.
I gotta actually get Shadowmourne first.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Quell the loss.
Well, speaking of wild gods and elements, I call upon the power of the bee-bear and the might of the Loa Waggle and invoke the blood of the frog toad. Give me your mount, Kael'thas. Curses foiled again. The last time I checked, Melody, the amount that Oculus used to drop only dropped if you queued into it. So you had to queue into it on a random heroic
I have many
with other
wares.
people who queued into it on a random heroic. Like, that was the stipulation. Yeah, I don't think you can get it by soloing it. I don't.
Speak, friend. May your blades never...
Okay, we're heading to ZG now. Yeah, Malagos drops 2 mounts now, Spencer. The one that was from Oculus and the other one. Much to my chagrin. Isn't that right, Contextual? When I first started doing mount farming streams, long ago and far away, I had the mount that dropped in Oculus. I got it in Wrath of the Lich King. But I needed the one from the Eye of Eternity. And Malagos kept dropping the one from Oculus over and over and over again. I think I still have the Oculus mount in the bags of some of my characters. Because I used to farm it on more than one character when I would do mount farming streams. Because back then there was less to farm. Because, of course, now I can farm Legion stuff too, right? Well, decent, Theo. My eyes aren't working proper, but decent. There's like 12 different discussions going on in chat right now. Loving it. You want to know what I think Elune is, Frog? I think she's a reflection of Azeroth's Titan soul.
I have many lucky doos you like. Many farewells.
Yep. It would also explain why she's so fond of the Night Elves, because the Night Elves, as an evolution of trolls, were essentially evolved by the Well of Eternity, which was essentially a band-aid on the wound of the world. Moreover, if it was a reflection of Azeroth's world soul, it would also explain why Elune has a void side, which is what Tyrande tapped into with the Dark Warrior thingamabobber she did, because the old gods have infested Azeroth for a long time. Would also explain why Elune didn't, is more active now, I would say, than she was back when the old gods ruled Azeroth, or when the elements ruled Azeroth, because back then, the Titan was still just making sense of itself. It didn't understand what it was. It's more sentient now. I think that Azshar was more what you just described, contextual than Elune.
Metasome insects. Now you will feel my wrath.
Yep. Well, as Shara, I still say there's something more to her than we've seen yet. Because she was immortal without the use of the blessing of Nordrassil. She's more powerful than demon lords, and remains, was able to say no to N'Zoth. When even the Earth Warder Neltharion wasn't strong-willed enough to say no to N'Zoth. I don't know, Theo. It's tough to say. I've always loved the lore behind, Death Knights and the Lich King, that kind of stuff. Yeah, Tom Bombadil. All Gandalf would say is he's been around before everybody else. Likely be here after everybody else is gone. Well, that, and his jacket is blue and his boots are yellow. Yeah, no, I get that for sure. Oh yeah, that's right. Not only path only exists in Legion.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles. Like you.
No, I didn't get the mount. Oh, frog. Yeah, me too, Melody.
I think it wise to divide our efforts. I'll work to circumvent the tower's magical defenses. You may need to take a more blunt force approach. This goes without saying, but be on your guard. I sense something. A presence I've not felt since.
I think the first time I ever read Lord of the Rings, probably about 4 decades ago. Man, it's been that long. Yeah. Tolkien was a master. Yeah, I got to start reading some of those, some more of those Witcher books before it comes out. It's next month. Hey, High Lord, how's it going? I just get so busy, Contextual.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this evening's feature presentation. Tonight, we meet two lovers born on opposite sides of Sentinel Hill. Divided by generations of enmity, they are brought together by passion for dance and violence.
I love to read it. It's a nice break from my WoW time.
Or tragedy. And now,
But it interviews with my YouTube video watching time. On with the show.
So you want to rumble, do you? I'm just gonna play it cool. It's you and me against the world, baby. There's a place for us somewhere.
Oh, silly. Yeah, he's pretty salty about the whole video game adaptation thing, isn't he? Yeah, I think that's probably the source of most of his angst, is the fact that he sold the rights really cheaply. I really enjoy The Witcher.
The master hasn't been himself for quite some time. Perhaps a feast will brighten his spirits.
Well, isn't that what the TV series is about? Helping Mr. Sapkowski get bank?
Another group of thieves trying to steal my horse. My quarry never escapes. Time to face my quarry toe to toe. I have become hunted.
That's what I'm saying, Theo, is it's supposed to get the author some money. No mount. Hey, Elias. Yeah. Yeah, too long. Okay, let's head to... oh, we're heading to Pandaria next, I think. Yep. Well, it's a good time to get into it. Lots of fun stuff going on. Okay, Boomer. shields. Ah. I'm not a boomer, I'm Gen X. Keep telling you that. I only play a boomer on the internet.
Greetings. I hope to see you again.
Go to tired, Theo, your sleep. Nice. Yeah, Steve Jobs stole a lot of stuff from different people over the years, I imagine. That's just how it works. Loot and pillage. YouTube is incredibly sensitive. What? What's wrong with being on Mimiron's head? Okay, fine. I'll find another mount to be on. Maybe I'll just get this easy to get. As long as you're a warlock, mount up on that. I mean, what kind of real warlock doesn't have this mount already? Okay, fine. Actually got it on my bars? I didn't realize I had that on my bars. That's a good point. Just get on this one. Exactly, Melody. I just call it Cena. Yeah, I'll just use the random amount one. Why is it called an Xbox 360? Because you turn 360 degrees and walk away. Oh, if we're going full trade chat, we've also got to talk about how paladins can't use maces and heals don't crit. Agreed, Frog. Okay, time to open up. Give me the mount. No mount. 43 gold, but no mount. That's the joke, High Lord.
Tell me of your travels.
Where you at, one keg?
Farewell.
What? How can you even consider that boy? I'm sorry, Contextual. I can't watch you do this. I think my Uther voice is a lot closer than my Jaina voice. Yep. Definitely better at Uther's voice than I am at Jaina's. Now you're just buttering contextual up because you think he might slip from your side in the immortal, ages-old Druids versus Monks war. That's right, my student contextual. Betray them from the inside. Destroy them from the inside. They'll never suspect it. Not true. Just ask Midna. Nah. Midna's fine. It's fine. Just switch to shamans. I think you have to be a member in good standing before you can be excommunicated. Hashtag never a druid. I'm almost scared to ask what the meal you made for him was that was so American. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just how you make mashed potatoes. Oh, nice. Very American. Well, you have to add some liquid to it so that it makes it mashed potatoes. Otherwise, it would never gain the consistency you would need for mashed potatoes. Yeah, it's just, you kind of have to do that. Now, if I drop my transmorpher beacon, do you guys think that the Alliance people will be able to use it too? Let's put it down here near these Alliance people and see.
Scarvo, you incompetent slug. Return and make yourself useful!
Am I not the Plaguebringer? Is that who I am? All necromancers look the same.
I have many, many wares.
This is the You see that contextually considers you weak. You really ought to come over to the monk side. I wonder, do necromancers dance? Hey, Don Machiavelli, how's it going? I think Contextual might agree with you. Well, we're not in a Mythic Plus at the moment. At the moment, we're just doing some mount farming. But so far, Metro's only taught me that one dungeon. See, Melody knows what's up. I do quite like this new enchant that you get for pre-purchasing Shadowlands. It makes my swords look all ghostly. Where did I put? I mean, Monk's got y'all beat. We got the Fist of the Heavens, Fuzan, the Wanderer's Companion, and Shailoon, Staff of the Mists. Oh, here we go. And only 15 gold, too. That's just insulting. That is just insulting, Mr. Shaw of Anger.
You smell of good fortune.
Hey, the Fists of the Heavens were actually forged out of the power of one of the original elemental lords that ruled this planet forever. I had to go to an entirely different elemental plane to get my Fists of the Heavens. You got that symbol in the middle the wrong way around, contextual. After all, you don't hear the elite Tauren chieftains singing about Elune, Milorn, and Cenarius. No, it's all about storm, earth, and fire. Heed my call. Hey, Squishy, how's it going? Hey, that's not even true, Frog. If it wasn't for Anshe, they wouldn't be Tauren paladins and priests. Come on now. No luck yet. Well, they attribute it to Anshe, so I'm willing to go with it. Storm, black clouds fill the sky, earth, hear my battle cry, fire, I have been reborn. Power of the whole. Mr. Raptor. Well, Mr. Raptor, even before they announced that, I had kind of retired the no sleep leveling challenge because I'm just getting too old for it. However, I might have to bring it back just once Shadowlands drops, just to give it a shot. You never know. I was very, very much against the whole idea of a level squish. I really was. Because I thought they were just going to squish the levels and it wasn't going to change anything. But the way that they actually are implementing it, I think is probably the best way they possibly could do it. Remember this moment, Frog, when that happens. Honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with the way leveling is now, but I think it's going to make a huge difference. I don't know. I don't think that 120 is an unreasonable number of levels. The thing you got to remember, too, is that in another 5 X packs or so, we're going to be right back at 120 again.
The Sandalari will not be stopped. Not this time. Destroy them. I command you. No. No, stop. Stop.
Well, I got a piece of transmog. No mount, but a piece of transmog. I don't see why not contextual.
Very bad.
I mean, there really is a reward for every level. It's just, it's not always visible, right? Like, when they changed, in Mists of Pandaria, when they got rid of the old talent trees, you were still getting all of those talents in the talent trees. It was just behind the scenes. So that all the ones that were, 1% crit, or a little bit of haste, or something like that, it was all still happening. It's just because everybody had to take the same build anyway. They figured they might as well do that in the background and give you new stuff. So you were still getting stuff every level. Just, it wasn't showing it anymore. Yeah, for sure. That's true, Melody, but you know what? World of Warcraft isn't any other game. They are so much better than that. I said it when, they already did WoW 2, Frog. It was called the Burning Crusade, and WoW 3 was called Wrath of the Lich King. Every expansion is, by its very nature, the essence of what a brand new game would be. That's because it's such a different game, Melody. It really is. And it's only going to get way more different once Shadowlands launches. I don't know, contextual. It could easily live for 30 years. Warcraft itself has been around for 25 now. But that's just it contextual. We are already on a completely new engine with completely new graphics. They're not... Have you seen the difference between classic WoW and regular WoW? It's been developing so much over 15 years, it's not the same game anymore. And it really is a... And I mean, Shadowlands is going to be even more so. I mean, there's nothing that hasn't been changed. Let me ask you this. Okay. You've got a broom, right? You got this broom, and you notice some of the bristles on the broom are starting to get a little bit worse for wear. You've been sweeping with it for a couple of years, so you decide you go out and you screw the head of the broom off, and you get a new broom head and you screw it on, and that makes you happy. It's like, oh look, my broom's kind of new again. And so you sweep with it, and a couple of years later, and you have a bit of an accident, and the handle breaks. So you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go out and get myself a new handle. So you unscrew the old broken handle, you screw the new handle into it. And it's like, geez, man, this is really nice. My broom feels new again. And you do that every couple of years. And 16 years later, after you replace the head and the handle, 7 times each, is that still the same broom you bought 16 years ago? Really? Because there's nothing from the old broom there. It's still a broom, but there's nothing from the original broom left. It's all been changed out. Is that still the same broom? No, because that suction is actually part of the broom. It's been changed out. Exactly. Everything has changed. Even the zones that were there in Classic aren't the same. So what? The broom is still called a broom. Doesn't mean it's the same broom after that long and that many changes. Still looks and feels the same, but there's nothing left of the original. And I'm willing to bet over 16 years that maybe when you replace the head once, you switch to a slightly different type of head. Oh, and then maybe instead of a wooden handle, you got an aluminum handle. Okay, so let me ask you this. If they were to make a WoW 2 as you like, if they were to make the WoW 2 as you like, as you're talking about, would everybody have to start brand new? Everybody have to roll a brand new level 1 character? How would they do it? Would they have to destroy Azeroth? Otherwise, how would they justify not bringing our characters over? What kind of classes would they have? You know, how would you make a WoW 2 that was different? Would you give it like a Diablo type of combat system? So, if you do start to change stuff like that, is it really still World of Warcraft, or is it a different, you know, is it a different genre of Warcraft, right? Well, welcome, Srogue Wolf. Welcome to the stream. I think you'll like it here. We're kind of friendly. Try to keep everything as PG as possible. We try to have fun. But that's what I mean. Like, if you were to change genres that much from an MMO like we have right now to, say, an action RPG, would you not call it something besides World of Warcraft 2? Because, like, when they went from RTS to MMO, they changed it from just Warcraft to World of Warcraft. You know? That's it. Frog is lying to you. Sure, contextual, but that wouldn't be World of Warcraft 2, would it? Let's see. Come on, Nalak. That's my point. If you change too much, like you change genres, then it can't be World of Warcraft 2, right? Because then you'd call it something else, because it's a different genre of game. Well, that's the thing, Frog. They even said in one of the BlizzCon panels they consider every expansion to be a brand new game. I always hate waiting for Nalak. He dies so quickly. Like, they really need to buff up his hit points. Well, yeah, exactly, Theo. Like, otherwise, if they don't destroy Azeroth, if it isn't, you know, like, okay, we've decided to end WoW 1 and create WoW 2. How do they justify not bringing our characters over? And our progression over? Oh, nice, Rogue Wolf. Well, pre-grats. No, because your Blood Elves would still be around. The Blood Elves live for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, right? Well, that's awesome, Rogue Wolf. But yeah, contextual. The way they do that, you know, we'd pretty much have to, because there's to be too many comparison otherwise, right? Well, that isn't what Razor Hill looked like when we played World of Warcraft 1. I can't believe they did that to Undercity. You know, all that kind of stuff like that. But the thing is, Frog, Overwatch 2 and Overwatch 1, you play with and against each other. Right? They're bringing the characters over. I said that in my predictions about BlizzCon video too, and it turned out that that's what they were going to do. Is
I am born of thunder. Chill wind blow. I am but the darkness.
They had to add story to it if they were going to make Overwatch 2.
We are the sword in the shadows. The world must...
But that's the point. You can't do that in a game that has this kind of history frog. That's my point. It's one thing to go from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2. But when you've got 16 years of on a single character, you're not going to want to leave it behind. And it's going to completely destroy the community if they try to do that. That's my point, Frog, is they won't make a new MMO in the Warcraft genre. Because if World of Warcraft, quote-unquote, finally kicks it, there won't be enough interest. Like, the only way that it would ever, quote-unquote, kick it is if there wasn't enough interest in a Warcraft MMO to make it profitable. Right? It's so much more expensive to start from scratch than to make changes. Exactly, Melody. The time and money spent to build it up is... And think about it. We've been paid... Like, if you had paid a subscription fee for 16 years straight without ever missing to play your, Tauren Warrior that you've been playing for 16 years, and they said, well, there's no interest in World of Warcraft, the MMO, anymore. We're going to make World of Warcraft 2 the MMO. Can't bring your characters across, sorry. There would be riots outside of the Blizzard headquarters, I'm telling you right now. So what I'm saying is, it wouldn't revitalize it. It would kill any remaining interest in the brand. Because you could never trust Blizzard again to not do that. You might have been able to buy a Lambo sticker. It's really not that much. It's really not as much as people think it is. I get you. Well, that's a little different too, Melody. I'm talking about just from the base subscription. Well, let's make the numbers easily. Then let's just make it 20 years. That's 240 months at $15 a month. $2,400 plus $1,200. So that's $3,600 in subscriptions. Plus all the... every time a new expansion's come out, you would have bought it. That's another... 8th expansion, so 9, 10, 11. So it's another, say, $660. So say about $4,500 US in 20 years. Oh, yeah. I suppose I actually have to pull Garrosh, huh?
I, Garrosh, son of Grom, will show you what it means to be called Hell's Anger, hatred, fear. They are weapons of war, the tools of a war chief. Yes, I can see it now. I can see the future of this world. A world ruled by the Horde. My Horde. You will be trapped for eternity. Will come to pass. I have seen it. It has shown me. I have seen mountains of skulls and rivers of blood, and I will have my world.
Imagine Witcher-style gameplay set in an expanded on Duskwood and Elven Forest.
You are blind. I will force your eyes open.
I could see a horror survival game set in, like, Karazhan.
This world is my destiny. My destiny.
Your destiny lies in Ravendreth. Now get your butt there. I see no mount.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
I think we will, for sure. Oh, crap, I forgot. I completely forgot it. Before I go to Dalaran, I should go to Draenor. Where are you? Ashran, Ashran. There we go. Yeah, like I say, I could totally see a survival horror with a character that, you know, didn't have any powers. Like, it was just a, you know, some random peasant that wound up in Karazhan and was trying to keep himself alive from all the horrors in there. Yep. Hashtag never druids. Yeah, I just wouldn't call it Warcraft 2. I wouldn't call it World of Warcraft 2 is what I'm saying. I'd sooner see Warcraft 4 before I would see most of Warcraft 2 stuff done like that. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. Warcraft was indeed single player. That's what I said. Warcraft 4 could be a thing. Yeah, Warcraft 3's multiplayer was huge. There was an entire genre of games that was created because of it.
Foolishly rushed to your end. The Black Gate is your foolish crusade ends. Behold, the might of the Legion. Endless forces of the I am the Defiler, Lord of the Burning Legion. This world will feel my wrath so easily.
Grant us force strength to banish this evil.
Is unbreakable. Forever
have failed this world.
I think I killed him too quickly and he reset. Yep, I killed him too quickly. He reset. Yep. one of the things I really hope they do with Warcraft 3 Reforged is I hope they add the missions from Warcraft 1 and 2 at some point so that you can actually play Warcraft 1 and 2 on that engine. Yep. Okay. Seconds, we're going to pull again. Because I was deliberately going slow until I got sent downstairs. This time we're just going to go ham and kill him before he pulls us downstairs.
I have many lucky doos you like. Good fortune to our friends.
Crusade ends here, Springs.
The light
Look
will
upon,
not.
I am the Defiler, Lord of the Burning Legion. This world will...
This raid is so bloody buggy. Look at all the damage I took. And he despawns before I can loot him. Look at the damage I took just from landing.
I have
Or just from getting
many
booted out of that
wares.
alternate dimension. Right back at you, Melody.
May your feet find good trails.
I got you. I mean, you realize the Kingdom of Elwyn is Stormwind, right? Like, that's the only problem with that, is calling it the Kingdom of Elwyn. It's actually Stormwind. Yeah. All my loot will be in the mail, but it's just annoying. That fight is so buggy. That entire raid is buggy.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
Since I'm at the mailbox anyway. Yeah.
For the Horde.
Yeah, I could see that. Or maybe set it on actual Draenor. before Draenor became Outland, you know? You could go back in time. You could set it during the Troll Wars, you know, where there were 7 human kingdoms instead of just 1. I don't know if they could go quite that far back, Frog, because I kind of feel for that kind of game, you have to have a protagonist that is human-like enough for the audience to relate to it. If you remember the Black Empire, you would be, you know, you'd be a bug. At least from what we know of the Black Empire, maybe they could expand upon that and show races that are a little more humanoid, a little more relatable. I don't know, I think Blizzard, as much as they do retcon stuff, I think they get too much flack for retconning. There's a lot of stuff that's just expanding the lore as we know it. Well, it's not good and evil contextual, it's shades of gray.
You're the dogs who have been wreaking havoc throughout my foundry. Step forward. I will put you in your place. You destroyed my furnace. My furnace will destroy you. We will repeat. The War Chief's weapon.
Black Hand, I command you by the power of the bee-bear and the blood of the frog-toad and the Loa of Waggle. Give me your mount. Oh wait, why am I even doing that? No mount.
I have many, many wares.
Okay, Frog.
Many farewell.
No, not yet. Cheap, cheap, good burb. Oh, nice. Well, grats on the new used car.
Life is dedicated to destroying the Burning Legion. If we do not meet again,
Salt the earth, boil their seas.
Newest mount that I have is the Obsidian World Breaker. I have had many names throughout history, all of them spoken with dread. Neltharion, Zaxxas, and many more. Yet you shall know me best as Deathwing, for so I am. I am the bane of life, the darkness within history, the Lord of Death, the Master of Destruction. I tell you now, and so it is true, that this world is mine, and I shall be Cop's Mount. Throne of Thunder? Absolutely, I have that one. But now... yeah, I got that fairly recently. Actually, getting the Obsidian Worldbreaker got me that janky mount that you get for doing the 300 mount achievement. You know, the one that is in every way inferior to the red Hearthstone mount. Yeah, Heavenly Azure Cloud Serpent. Oh, I have the one from Shadowlands. That's actually my newest one. You're totally right. Actually, just... I forget what it's called. Darn it. What the heck is it called? I sincerely doubt it, Spencer. I don't do that much PvP. It's gonna bug me. Ensorcelled Everworm. Yeah, I got that one. Well, if you remember its name, let me know and I'll look and see if I've got it. Yeah, if I had a clue what it was called, I'd look it up and tell you if I've got it or not. But I don't.
I foresaw your coming, of course. The threads of fate that led you to this place. Your desperate attempt to stop the Legion. My people faced a similar dilemma. I peered into all possible futures in search of an answer. And found only one.
Are you talking about Korok's Revenge one?
Every time stream shows it to be so. Had we resisted, they would have taken the
I have 24% towards it.
I could not allow my people to starve, to waste away without its energy sustaining us. So a bargain was struck. Now I see a future where the Legion is victorious and my people endure. This is the thread that must be preserved. I will do everything in my power to make it so.
So I'm 8 wins or 16 losses away from getting it, is what you're saying.
The future of the Nightborn. Come forward, then. Let us speed you towards your fate. Your timelines end here. not you. You exist in but a single moment. I am far less limited.
Beware.
You'll find time can be quite volatile. Time shifts again, and your doom draws near.
We might look at farming that one here sometime over the next few months that it's available.
Time is slipping away. How can it be so?
Yeah, we found it.
It's not possible.
Wow.
I was
I
destined.
actually got loot off of that. Rip my chances of getting them out from this run.
In all the possible futures I scried, I did not foresee one in which you were victorious. I wonder, will you defeat the Legion? Will you fail?
I have many lucky dudes
Eddies
you
about you
like.
in fits and starts. Nothing is certain. Perhaps you will win. And in saving your world,
The
my people
hero
will be free from the terrible bargain you were forced to
so
make.
persistent, so confident. But your arrogance will be your undoing. Have you forgotten your humiliation on the broken shore? How your mighty war chief was stuck in the belly like a helpless piglet? Will you die slowly as he did, consumed by fell corruption and squealing for a merciful end? Your pathetic horde will fall to dust. In the end, death will inherit this world, and she will be waiting. The husk of Illidan will prove an ideal vessel for my master's glory. Sargeras will rise, and together we will watch your world burn. Let the endgame begin. You will not stop the ritual. Strike for Sargeras. Burn from within. I'll make ashes of you. Rid me of these pests. Kill them in my master's name. The vessel must be made ready. I'll make ashes of you. Burn from within. Failed heroes. The ritual is upon us. But first, I'll indulge myself a bit and finish you. A taste of the Master's might.
4, 3, 2,
You'll never escape my grasp. I will not fail you, Master. More power. No more distractions. I have work to do. Surrender. I may yet show mercy.
Time to return the demon hunter's soul to his body.
We can stop him! I know it!
Keep pressing, champions!
Farmday wavers! He will fall!
It's true. We have plot armor. Now, rather than jumping off, killing myself, and taking damage to my equipment, it's quicker
I have many, many wares.
to just wait the 45 seconds until my Zen pilgrimage cooldown is off and get back there. I figure about another 10 eye levels, and I should probably be able to get to do Mythic Gul'dan from Nightwell 2. Apparently Yangle have straight swords. Straight swords. I mean, honestly, I could probably do it now. But I would actually have to obey raid mechanics. Stuff like that. And I've never been any good at anything like that. You know, doing proper rotations, that kind of thing. Your druid companion has abandoned you, Contextual. You should know better than to rely on them. Come over to the side of evil. The side of the monks. I don't know why my bag's open.
I foresaw your coming.
Your
of course.
druid has
The threads of
abandoned
fate
you.
that led you to this
Oh,
place.
yes.
Your desperate attempt
And I'm
to stop the
afraid
Legion.
this is a fully
My people faced a similar dilemma.
functional and operational
Went into all
battle
the
monk.
futures in search of an answer. And found only
Your hate has made you strong,
the
contextual.
Legion's victory is inevitable. Every time stream shows it to be so. Had we resisted, they would have taken the Nightwell by force and left us bereft of it.
Wow. Let the brew flow through
I
you.
would allow my people to starve, to waste away without its energy sustaining us. So a bargain was struck. Now I see a future where the Legion is victorious and my people endure. This is the thread that must be preserved. I will do everything in my power to make it so. Your deaths ensure the future of the Nightborn. Come forward, then. Let us speed you towards your fate. Your timelines end here. You exist in but a single moment. I am far less limited.
Beware.
You'll find time can be quite volatile.
Time shifts again.
And your doom draws near.
Beware.
You'll find time slipping away. Volatile. How can it be so? It's not possible. I was destined to win. In all the possible futures I scried, I did not foresee one in which you were victorious.
Ah, yes. The heroes have arrived. So persistent, so confident. But your arrogance will be your undoing. Have you forgotten your humiliation on Broken Shore? How your mighty war chief was stuck in the belly like a
Yes,
helpless
Gul'dan. We've
pig.
all heard this speech 100 million times.
Slowly as he did, consumed by fell corruption and squealing for a merciful.
No one here wants to buy your Smoky Mountain Dew, Gul'dan.
Your pathetic horde will fall to dust. In the end, death will inherit this world, and she will be waiting. The husk of Illidan will prove an ideal vessel for my master's glory. Sargeras will rise, and together we will watch your world burn. Let the endgame begin.
If you know what I am saying.
You will not stop the ritual. Strike for Sargeras. Burn from within.
Oh,
Rid me of these pests. Kill them in my master's name. The vessel must be made ready. Make failed heroes. The ritual is upon us. But first, I'll indulge myself a bit and finish you. A taste of the Master's might.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never escape my grasp. Strike for Sargeras. I will not fail, Master. No more distractions. I have work to do. Surrender. I may yet show mercy.
Time to return the demon hunter's soul to his... This is our world! Nothing can stop it! I know it! Keep pressing, champions! Gul'dan wavers! He will fall!
Behold, power giving forth.
Curses! Foiled again.
I have many lucky doos. You like? Many farewells.
Well, I think there's one more thing we can try. To see if we can get a mount today. Maybe 2. Because I'm getting tired. It's getting to be that time of night. If you know what I am saying.
King's honor, friend. For the Alliance.
Quickly!
Leave
none
standing.
We must push through!
We fail here. Azeroth burns. Yes! Let them come. Their bodies will fuel the flames of their burning world.
Fall back!
I don't know. What'd you find outside, Melody?
Intruders! Killing you will regain my master's favor.
Hey, chicken wings are good. Don't be sleeping on chicken wings. Oh, nice. Pub chicken wings, too. Very nice.
I will delight in your suffering. Pain reigns upon you. Smash you to pieces! 4, 3, 2, 1. More agony to come.
Oh, nice. That's okay. I'm going to be doing the same thing right away, Theo. I'm so tired right now.
You understood my use of the Naga to obtain...
I sealed each level of this temple so that no invader could descend into its depths. I never anticipated that the Legion would find another way to breach its dark heart. My protective wards now bar your way. Each seal can only be opened with one of the pillars of creation. Be
Bring
warned,
the Tide Stone
the
to
demons
us,
will stop at
just
nothing
as our
to
blessed
prevent your
queen
theft.
foresaw. Slay the intruders. Take back what is ours. Charge at 10. Pummel their bones to dust.
Time to smash!
Quiet, you mindless oaf. Kill them!
Friday pizza. Hashtag Friday pizza, best pizza?
Time to smash!
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Useless beast. Why the Queen was fond of him, I'll never know.
Well, that I can't agree with, Melody. I love pizza. But each to his or her own when it comes to food tastes. That's not true. But what would I expect out of a filthy druid other than telling a fib? Just check something real quick. Yeah, we'll definitely do that next time the Darkmoon Fair is in town and we're doing a mount farming.
Rises to take you. Face the might that lurks beneath the waves. Such a death is beneath me.
And I say to you, Mr. Sazine, in the name of the Loa of Waggle, and by the blood of the frog toad, we summon the mighty bee bear to give us your mount. No mount. Curses. Foiled again. Give me 1 second, we gotta try something here. Entirely. I am indeed hacking something.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels. Like you.
Well, we're waiting to see if my hacking bears fruit. Let's try something else. Let's see if I can remember what realm I left this tune on. It's gotta be Borean Tundra. And we'll check out one last thing. And see if my hacking has borne fruit. One day, this mysterious egg will hatch into a green protodrake. One day. And to this day, I still don't have the Infinite Time Reaver. I want to check something here. Let's go down to Burning Crusade. $19K. We might do that, Frog. I wanted to be on my Paladin anyway, because I wanted to check to see how far into the current IREP I was. What's the problem, Melody? Ah, good, good, good. That's not the one I want. That's the one I want.
Peace, friend. Farewell.
Yes, we're getting a boost into the Blackrock Foundry. Normally Midna does, but she hasn't responded to my request yet, so we're going on a different character. Just so we can get a second shot at Black Hand. Let's do this.
You're the dogs who have been wreaking havoc throughout my foundry! Step forward. I will put you in your place.
This should be interesting because I am severely undergeared on this character in comparison to my main. Like by 50 eye levels. I mean, don't get me wrong, Black Hand is still dying. But now I'm going to go through both levels. Which normally I don't go through.
I will hang your broken bodies from the gates of this foundry. Everyone down! 4, 3, this foundry's molten heart will devour you! The War Chief's weapon! Without us, he...
Give me your mount. My bonus roll gave me the exact same amount of currency as the other one. Curses foiled again. Well, guys, I think that's about all we can do. I thought that might happen, and I love it when it happens. I love using these scrolls of recall and having them go wrong. Maybe next time, buddy. Maybe next time. Well, it won't be 50 characters, right? Well, there you go, Melody. He did, Spencer's. Chuck Norris sent me to the Barrens. I mean, 120, 120, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. None of those. Let's just count how many characters I can actually successfully do it on. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's pushing it. But we'll call that 19. That's pushing it too. 19, 20, 21. I doubt it, but we could try. So maybe 22. $23. $24, $25. $26. Probably not, probably not. Although maybe both of these are actually fairly well geared for level 80s. If I remember them correctly. I know the Doctor is. Riku's fairly well geared for an 80. Maybe 30? Oops. I didn't mean to do that. This is a bit of a disaster, actually, that I hit Enter Realm when I meant to hit Change Realm.
Friends, the hour is at hand.
Because I don't think I have enough room in my bag for the anniversary stuff on this tune. Dark Spear never die. Do it on that one. No way. Probably do it on that one. No way I can do it on that one, but what do I have on Uther? Yeah, no way we can do it on that one either. So, yeah, 25 to 30 runs. Let's have a look at the calendar and let's see. Yeah, I see that too, Theo. I don't really want to use it, but... Let's have a look at the calendar for next week. Yeah, you know, it's not a horrible idea to do a special mount farming one just for Ashes of Alar. That's a huge detour in our mount farming anyway, to fly out there. Because I either have to game it, take the portal to Undercity, then take the portal to the steps, and head up. Yep. I think that's 25 to 30 runs coming to you this Friday. Will Cobb get Ashes of Alar? Find out. Friday. Yeah, I think that's a really good call. Do that and just concentrate on it. On one with as many different tunes as possible. Because at a, 1% drop rate for Ashes of Alar, that's probably about 1 in 3, maybe 1 in 4 chance of actually getting it. That's actually pretty decent odds. Okay, guys. We're done. Been a really fun stream. Not as long a stream as I would have really liked, but I'm tired as heck because it's been really hot here today. So, yeah, it's been lots of fun. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to do PvP for both sides. We're going to try and get the weekly done on both the Horde and the Alliance. Yeah, Spencer, I really need to actually do that with the Utgard Pinnacle too. Tomorrow we'll probably go start first thing in the morning as soon as I wake up and get the stream set up. So probably around, I'm thinking 10 a.m. my time, noon Eastern. So. yeah, honestly, it wouldn't be a horrible idea to do the Blue Proto-Drake as another one in the same vein. But when we get into September there, this one I already kind of had a special plan for this one anyway. I guess I'll just tell you guys what my thoughts were for this week before I go. I want to do, because I haven't gotten a charity stream done this month, so specifically relaxing about it, just to give myself time to kind of recharge. But I was thinking about doing a week-long thing where every stream was an old school leveling stream in the morning, but every stream is going to be a charity stream. So we'll do 7 days. But we'll actually probably do that here. We'll do 7 days. We'll do 4-hour stream each morning for old school leveling challenge, and then we'll do that every month for the rest of the charity cycle, which is December, January, February, March. And I'm hoping to actually get 120 that way. But in this one, I'm kind of tempted to do a mount farming stream where the mounts that I'm farming require reputation, because there's a couple of sets of reputation mounts that I can get even so far back as like Burning Crusade. So like the Nether Ray and the Talbuck mounts I can get in Outland, so I could go do those, because the farming is monotonous as heck. So it would be awesome to have you guys around to talk to while I'm farming, so many ogre beads and stuff like that. Yeah, Squishy, possibly the last 120 ever. Right? I mean, I want to do a bunch of leveling streams before then anyway, but that's kind of like, I want to do an old school, I want to get the old school challenge done. There you go. There you go, Spencer. Yeah, so like I'm my paladin is, see, I would do it on my paladin, and I would because my paladin is human, so it has 10% plus the 15% for the anniversary, plus another 10% for having the Darkmoon Fair buff, would mean that I'd have 45% extra experience for everything that I turned in. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of the first Friday in December. We do that, and then the next week, Sunday through Saturday, we do a 4-hour stream where we're doing the old school leveling challenge. I mean, I'll still have the normal streams that I would have in the afternoon or the morning, whatever is the off stream of it. So like I'll have the guild stream here, and the guild raid streams here and here, and maybe an alt leveling here, and amount farming here, and whatever the weekly time walking is here. I don't even know what the time walking is that week. And Metro and I will probably be doing our Dark Iron Challenge that Sunday, type of thing. Anyway, that's kind of my mount farming plan for the next couple of weeks, and the charity stuff for the next couple of months, just to give you an idea before we leave tonight. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a good night. I think that's a good place to stop. So, peace. Cop out.